here on 810 Varsity Sports. Stephen Finley Jr. on this Saturday, February the 8th, 2025. Hello to you, the listener, as you take time out of your Saturday evening and night for a pair of basketball games here on 810 Varsity. And it's a special occasion when you have the 810 Varsity Showcase, but even more so, this will be the final iteration of the 810 Varsity Showcase for the 2024-25 season. It's been a movie, to use any better term there, a movie this year when it comes to our varsity showcases on display. The best talents from Missouri, from Kansas, going head to head, and that will definitely be the case for the two games we have for you tonight. Leading things off in the 810 Varsity rankings, it's the 6th-ranked Staley Falcons from Kansas City taking on the Blue Valley West Mustangs, hailing from Kansas, hailing out of Overland Park. Staley Falcons 14-4 under Coach Chris Neff this season. Interestingly enough, these Falcons took one of their early losses this season right in this gymnasium. In the Blue Valley Northwest tournament, they lost in the opener to Kickapoo, then rattled off 2 straight wins against Confluence Prep and Central Springfield. So Staley getting things back on track. They've definitely been on a hot streak here in the new year, as Staley has won 8 in a row entering today's varsity shootout. Looking at the other side of things, the Blue Valley North Mustangs into the matchup today, 11-3, just picked up a win last night. Did the Mustangs, 3 losses on the season for Blue Valley under head coach Ryan Pfeiffer. They are ranked number 8 once again in the 810 varsity rankings, covering Missouri and Kansas, the metropolitan areas. This will be game 1 of 2. Other game on 810 varsity after this one will be the Rockhurst Hawklets versus the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies. Once again here at Blue Valley Northwest High School, home to the Huskies, inside of the Pound. Great venue for some basketball once again, as we had the Blue Valley Northwest tournament on 810 varsity earlier in the season. Honestly, kind of leads to another point when you talk about how quickly it feels like the season's gone by. I thought we were just there in December. December 12th is when the Blue Valley Northwest tournament kicked off, and we're already at February 8th. So once again, a lot of these teams trying to put together some quality wins, seeing quality competition, preparing you for those districts, for these teams, for Staley in particular, a district tournament happening in March 5th. So obviously that's less than a month away, so not as much time as you would think left for these teams to prepare, really. These are the kind of games you want to see your team perform at its best. Blue Valley, same thing. Want to see what you can do against some cross-state competition. Give you different looks, maybe give you different feels or ways you can kind of play, especially in playoff basketball when every possession is so valuable, especially against these high-level teams. Both sides representing Class 6 in their respective states. Once again, Staley number 6 in the 810 varsity rankings. Blue Valley North is number 8. Starting lineups, national anthem introductions will also commence before our game tips off, as the scoreboard counts down. Shout out to Blue Valley Northwest High School for hosting us on this Saturday. Always a great venue to be a part of, to be inside of, as the crowd starts to formulate. Obviously going to be an even bigger crowd as the host will cap off the doubleheader tonight. Blue Valley Northwest boys taking on Rockhurst in game number 2. Go ahead and take our break here in game number 1. We'll come back to bring you the tip-off. Stay tuned on 810 Varsity.
Varsity Showcase number 40, presented by Kansas City's Home for High School Sports, on social media at 810 Varsity and the website 810varsity.com. Our first matchup this evening features the Staley Falcons taking on the Blue Valley North Mustangs. It's now time the exact starting lineups. First making their 11th appearance in the 8-10 varsity events, the number 60, the 8-10 varsity top 25, and number 10, Missouri Class 6, the Staley Falcons. Starting at guard, the 5'11 senior, number 3, starting at guard, the 6'4 sophomore, number 14, Jackson Smith. Starting at guard, the 5'11 sophomore, number 21, Trey Moore. Starting at forward, the 6'4 junior, number 22, Madison Stone. And starting at forward, the 6'7 senior, number 35, Xavier Wilson. The head coach of the Falcons is Chris Neff. And now, with their 12th showing in the 8-10 Varsity Showcase, the number 18 of 8-10 Varsity Top 25, and number 7 in Class 6A in Kansas, it's the Mustangs of Blue Valley North. Starting at guard, 6' junior, number 2, Tyler Sand. Starting at guard, 6' junior, number 3, CJ Dusen. Starting at forward, the 6'8 sophomore, number 4, Will Davis. Starting at guard, the 6'4 senior, number 22, Brandon Pearsall. And starting at forward, the 6'8 senior, number 34, Trey Wixeltorfer. The Mustangs are led by head coach Ryan Pfeiffer.
Back here from Blue Valley Northwest High School as the starting lineups have been announced. Teams getting their final instructions from their respective coaches. Coach Chris Neff leading the Staley Falcons this season. Coach Ryan Pfeiffer leading the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Blue Valley in their home white, school blue on the sides of the jersey for the numbers, for the lettering. Staley in their away green, school green with the white numbers, white outlines, white stripes down the side. Will be Xavier Wilson versus Trey Wexeldorfer. Pardon me, it's going to be Will Davis for Blue Valley North facing off against Xavier Wilson. Tip, and we are underway. Staley moving left to right, and they'll have the first possession. Avion Webb. First pass, that was to Trey Moore. Moore still with it. Jump pass finds Wilson. Now at the free throw line, slashing through. Webb just manages to get it over to a man. Smith, though, can't get the bucket. Rebounded by Blue Valley. CJ Dusen handling. First pass is stolen as Wilson came away with it. Transition lob in the jam. Xavier Wilson finishes off in transition. First 2 points of the ball game belong to the Staley Falcons. Wilson, a 6'7" senior for Staley. Mustangs now on offense. This is Dusen. Dribble handoff was poked, and it'll remain with the Mustangs. So you've got Tyler Sands, C.J. Dusen, Will Davis, Brandon Pearsall, and Trey Wexeldorfer, the 5 on the floor for Blue Valley North. Dusen met with a double team. In trouble and just manages to spin it out to Sand. Sand picked up full court by Webb. Back with Dusen, 10 on the shot clock. Dusen guarded tightly. This is Pearsall with it, 5 seconds. Here's Davis trying to work with it. Davis gets it to the corner, late 3 is no good. Rebounded by Staley. Falcons trying to push. Here's Kennison Stone, pass to the corner. And Moore double dribbled. 90 seconds gone by here in the opening quarter. Still just a 2-0 lead for Staley. There's Dewson getting around. No good on the runner. Falcons come back the other way. Pushing the pace, blocked by Davis, but rebounded by the Falcons. Now in the far corner, Staley reset with Smith. Smith found a little bit of room, met with resistance. Now it'll be in a corner three for Moore, too strong. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Tyler Sand was alone for the board. Push it up ahead to Pearsall. He's looking for the inside and just throws it out of bounds. Good post resistance by Jackson Smith as he was defending Trey Wexeldorfer. Still 2-0 Falcons. Moore, first pass, finds a Webb on a curl. Webb, little contact, short on the layup. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Comes Dewson, trying to get the offense going. Pearsall on the near side. Now at the wing with Sand. Crossover, Pearsall, three, count it. Pearsall just needed a little bit of room there and knocks down the triple. It's now 3-2 Mustangs. They take their first lead of the game. Under 5 to play in the opening quarter. Power dribble on the inside through contact, can't finish. It'll be Kinnison Stone, and actually it's going to be offensive foul on Kinnison Stone. Mustang basketball. High pass on the inside, can't handle it cleanly in Davis, and it's a turnover. Recent stretch of play for Staley, coming off of a 73-41 victory last night over Raymore Peculiar at home. Also came off a road win against Lee Summit this week. Moore's runner's no good. And it's going to be rebounded and a jump ball. Possession arrow does favor the Mustangs. Last couple of games here for Blue Valley. They took down Bishop Miege 64-57 on the final day of January. Also took on Lenexa St. James Academy last night. With a 1-point lead almost halfway through the first quarter. Just through the legs of Pearsall, loose ball is last touched by Staley. Pearsall, the lone scorer for Blue Valley. Inbound it quickly to Dewson. Here's Dewson with it. He's trapped near half court. Dewson in trouble, and he's actually going to be pushed. It was a good trap from Staley, but Dewson hits the deck. It's going to be a foul called on the Falcons, their second. First personal called on Trey Moore. Moore guarding Dewson. Wexeldorfer manages to control it. It's over to a guard, Tyler Sand. Staley being really aggressive on the perimeter. Sending out double teams on the catch. Here's a skip pass to Davis. He'll cue a three up and make it. Will Davis laces the triple. 2 threes for the Mustangs. It's 6-2. Staley hasn't gotten a bucket since the opening moments of this game. Skip pass, Moore, good pump fake. Midi, in and out. It's going to be rebounded by Davis. Davis trying to go coast to coast. He's cut off by Webb, and a foul is called. And there's going to be a timeout taken by Staley. 6-2 lead for the Mustangs over the Falcons. We'll go ahead and take a quick 30-second break here on 810 Varsity.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Back here on 810 Varsity. An early 6-2 lead for the Blue Valley North Mustangs over the Staley Falcons. The final Varsity Showcase of the 2024-25 season. Great place to do it at Blue Valley Northwest High School, home to the Huskies inside of the Pound. So far, Blue Valley North leading by 4. It's going to be a violation. Great individual defense by Staley. Jackson Reese had no room to breathe. Falcon basketball after a timeout taken by Coach Neff. Starter still on the floor for Staley. Wilson's pass finds Stone. Here's Webb. He tries to peel around. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Webb, individual move. He's fouled on the take, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. Webb made the decision to attack one-on-one and earns free throws as the foul was on Will Davis. First foul for Blue Valley North. Webb sinks the first. Webb, one of the primary ball handlers for this Staley squad, goes 2 of 2. It's now 6-4 Mustangs. Deucin dribbling. Pass to Davis, picks his dribble up. Deucin recollects. Behind the back, great defense from Moore. Front on the inside. Wilson gambled on Davis to the corner, to the wing now. Great recovery though from Staley. 5 seconds. Moore almost jumped on Davis. Step back, no good. And Staley finishes the possession with a rebound. Excellent defense from the Falcons. Trey Moore spins it out to Wilson. High skip pass, now at the top. In the corner now with Moore. Will give and go. Stealing in for the catch. Off the hands, players go down. Webb's open in the corner. His three no good. Offensive rebound, Staley. Smith can't get it to go. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Here comes Deucin. Lead pass, Davis. Back to Deucin. In the corner now. That's being handled by Reese, and Reese traveled. Callum Yount checks into the ball game for the first time. Staley down by 2. It's been a grind them out first quarter. Webb, lob, Wilson off glass and in. It's the second time Wilson skied up above the rim. Tied at 6. 45 seconds to play. Deucin, individual effort is way off. Here comes Staley with it. Has the head to Webb. Webb, lay is good. He's got 4 points for the Falcons. Staley back in front. Quick forward burst from the Falcons puts them in front nearing the end of the first quarter. Deucin dribbling with 10. Deucin decides to go on Moore. Tough angle, puts it in. That's a nice shot from Deucin. 1 second, Webb can't get it to go. And we'll be tied up at 8 at the end of 1. Blue Valley North and Staley, 8 apiece, second quarter, coming up after the break on 8-10 Varsity.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
On 8-10 to Varsity, the second quarter of game number 1 is about to begin. As Staley tied things up at the end of the first quarter. Mustangs got a bucket to end the frame. That's how we're tying at 8 apiece. It was a quick 4-0 burst from the Falcons to even things up. Here's a 3 that's no good. Offensive rebound, Staley. Wilson out to Webb. He'll shoot the 3 and make it. Avion Webb laces the triple. Make it 11-8 Falcons. This is Davis with it. The 2-man game with Davis and Deucin, but a turnover. Lead pass for Staley and a dunk. Kennison Stone rocks the rim, and that forces a timeout from the Mustangs. 13-8 Staley will keep it here. 7:16 to play in the first half. Scoring updates. Avion Webb has 7 points to lead all scorers. Xavier Wilson has 4 points. You can give 2 points for Kennison Stone once again as he just rocked the rim. Scoring for Blue Valley, give 3 points to Brandon Pearsall. You also give 3 points to Will Davis. Give 2 points for CJ Deucin. That's the scoring breakdown so far in this one. It's been a bit of a defensive struggle. Offense at times making miscues, but to the credit of good defense on both ends. After a quick timeout taken by Coach Ryan Pfeiffer, his team trailing by 5. Entry pass finds Davis, counted and one. That was a really nice entry pass. Right to where only Davis could get it. Wilson was lacking behind. Fouls him, finishes through contact, chance at a 3-point play. Davis. And one free throw is good. We'll make it 13-11. Blue Valley wants an up-down violation as their bench made a lot of noise, but a bucket scored by Wilson. 15-11. Pearsall. Midi is pure. He's got 5 points now. Back to a 2-point game. There's a turnover. CJ Deucin racing ahead And it's going to be a foul as Kinnison Stone went up for the block attempt.
Falcons foul number 22, Kennison Stone. That's his second personal foul, team foul number 2. CJ Deucin.
2 early fouls in the second quarter on Staley. Deucin sinks the first free throw. Moore will come in. Stone will come out with 2 fouls. Deucin's second free throw, short, rebounded by Wilson. It's a 14-15 contest. Webb to the rack. Webb starting to fill it up in the second quarter, 17-14. Pass out to Sand. Here's Davis at the top. And he traveled. Some good perimeter closeouts from the Falcons, forcing some issues. Will Hansen checks in for Staley. Got Smith, Wilson, Hansen, Webb, and Moore, the 5 on the floor for the Falcons. The 3-point lead. Moore calls for a screen. Dumps it down low to Smith. Smith, power dribble, and travels on the inside. His right idea on the pick and roll on the catch. A little bit of resistance forces the turnover. Got Sand pivoting, guarded by Webb. Baseline pass to Pearsall in the corner. Out to Davis. Deucin, high pass. Wexel-Dorfer lays it in with the left. That's another great look on the inside. 16-17. Here's a 3 from Hansen, in and out. Rebounded by Blue Valley North. Davis has it. Guarded by Wilson. Finds help in Deucin. 20 on the shot clock. Deucin. Peer it at the top. Pass to Pearsall. Another entry pass. Wexel-Dorfer just seals him off again. Wexel-Dorfer, 4 quick points, both coming by in the same fashion. Here's Moore spinning off. Moore scooped it, can't finish. Tap out, controlled, and knocked out by Staley. Deucin might have been fouled as he got to that one, but Mustang basketball nonetheless, and they retake the lead at 18-17. Lead change comes at the 4-minute mark of the second quarter. Deucin working on Moore. Pass was almost intercepted by Webb. Sand veers into the corner. Deucin catches extended, free throw. Trying to find that entry again. Smith doing a great job fronting it, and a turnover. Made the proper adjustment. There's Webb working with it. Webb can't get the layup. Smith offensive board. Put back no good, but he's fouled. He'll head to the line. Jackson Smith giving a great effort on the inside for the Falcons. Big time rebounds. Now a chance to shoot 2. Smith knocks down the first free throw. Reese will come in. Hauser comes in for the first time for Blue Valley North. Smith's second one is in and out. We're tied at 18. Deucin between the legs. First pass to Hauser, fresh on the floor. And then there's Wilson taking away an entry pass. Wilson galloping up the floor. Wilson lays it in. Coast to coast with the steal and the finish. Falcons back in front, 20-18. Doing a much better job guarding the post. Fronting those entry looks. Moore with the steal. Moore working with it on Deucin. Moore to the rack with authority. Trey Moore, big body bends, makes it 18-22. Timeout, Blue Valley North. Mustangs will take the timeout, and we'll take one with them. It's a full timeout. We'll be back after the break.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
A 5-0 run since the halfway mark of the second quarter by the Falcons have put them in front, 22-18. Their full timeout was taken by Coach Pfeiffer. Mustangs on offense. And then a turnover on their first possession out of the timeout. Avian Webb gotten a bit more active offensively here in the second quarter. He's got 5 points in the quarter, give him 9 total. Webb to Moore in the corner. Moore gets a man in the air, step through, gets it to go. Great patience from Trey Moore. It's now 24-18. Deucin sees a double. Moore way out on Deucin. And then Moore with a reach. And actually it's going to be a violation. Pardon me, as Moore finishes off the possession defensively. You've just seen that when the Falcons want to ramp up that pressure, they do it in a heartbeat. Really making things rough on the ball handlers for the Mustangs. Big screen from Smith. Wilson thought about inside. Pass out to Webb. Smith jostling on the inside. Webb, his shot, counted and one. Great control in the air. Webb through contact. Chance to finish off a three-point play. Chance to make this the largest lead of the game. Webb misses the free throw. Still think it's the largest lead at 8. 26-18. Pearsall at the wing. Top of Sand. Sand almost doubled. Pearsall trying to track it down. Pearsall, and it's a backcourt violation. As Pearsall was pressured near midcourt. Had possession, stepped on the line. Things beginning to open up for the Falcons in the second. First pass to Smith. Here's Hanson with it. To the top with Webb. He'll face off against Sand. It's going to be an offensive foul as Webb gave the basketball up. Tried to apply a quick screen, and he picks up his second foul of the game. See Rockhurst and Blue Valley Northwest getting ready for their halftime warm-ups as they'll be the nightcap of this doubleheader. A-10 Varsity Showcase. What a backdoor feed and a finish. Davis to Dewson. Great find. Stops the run by Staley. It's now 26-20 Falcons. Shot clock is off. Chance for the final shot of the half. Wilson with it. Pass it to Moore, stands at the Husky. Willard also on the floor. Staley looking to go for it with 10. Here's Moore, 8 seconds. Here's Willard, skip pass, Wilson. Wilson, half spin, turnaround shot, no good. And that'll do it for the first half of play. The Staley Falcons have a 26-20 lead. Go ahead and give you the numbers before we take our halftime break. So let's talk about the scoring breakdowns for both sides. Leading the charge for Staley, Avian Webb. He had 4 points in the first quarter, 7 in the second. So give him 11 points at the half. Also scoring for Staley, you can give 8 points to Xavier Wilson. You have a point belonging to Jackson Smith. And you've got 4 points for Trey Moore. And that's how you get your 26 at the half. Might be missed up. Give 2 points for Kennison Stone. That's how you get 26. For Blue Valley North, you can go ahead at the halftime mark and give 5 points for Brandon Pearsall. Go ahead and give 5 points also for CJ Dewson. Got Trey Wexeldorfer with 4 points. Also getting on the board for Blue Valley, you've got 3 points belonging to, we got 6 points belonging to Will Davis. And that's how they've got 20 at the half. So once again, those are your halftime numbers. Avian Webb, 11 points to lead all scorers, and 6 points for Will Davis to lead Blue Valley North. We'll go ahead and take our halftime break here on 810 Varsity. Stay tuned for the second half of Staley versus Blue Valley. Staley has a 26-20 lead. We'll be back after the break.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Back here on 810 Varsity. It's the 810 Varsity Showcase number 40. Here in early February at Blue Valley Northwest High School, home to the Huskies. Stephen Finley Jr. on the call once again, game 1 of 2 on your Saturday night. It was the night before the Super Bowl. Obviously, you can feel the electricity throughout the metropolitan area, anticipating a three-peat from the defending champion Chiefs as they take on the Eagles tomorrow night. Obviously, everybody looking forward to that one and looking forward to the second half of our first game currently underway, as it's a 26-20 lead for Staley after 2 quarters. Once again, leading scorers, Avion Webb has 11 for Staley. Xavier Wilson also has 8 points for the Falcons, 4 points for Trey Moore. Balanced scoring from Blue Valley. 5 points belong to Brandon Pearsall. Also, C.J. Dewson. You have 4 points belonging to Trey Wexeldorfer and 6 points belonging to Will Davis. Once again, Blue Valley in the home white, and Staley in the away greens. Next up for the Falcons, on the 11th, they'll take on Lee Summit North at home, have a road trip to Liberty North, and also face Blue Springs South. That's their upcoming. For Blue Valley North, after this one, they'll take on St. Thomas Aquinas on the road. They'll also take on Blue Valley High School on the road. Then they'll be back here. And then they'll be at home against Blue Valley Northwest on the 21st of February. Underway, second half has begun. The Mustangs have the first possession on offense. Davis, 3, short. Long rebound controlled by Smith of the Falcons. Quick one and done to begin the third quarter. Here's Webb with it. Webb between the legs. Kicks it out Smith. Pass finds Smith. Pull-up shot. That's Stone, pardon me. Kennison Stone knocks down a calm jumper. He's got 4 points, make it 28-20. Davis almost got it intercepted, ends up with sand though. Pearsall, one-hand control. Webb on sand. Smith working on the inside into Wexeldorfer. Dewson pops a 3, that's good. Almost lulled the Falcon defense to sleep. There was really no avenues for offense, and then a 3 from Dewson. It's a 5-point game. Smith left alone at the top. Pass to Moore. Webb trying to work on sand behind the back. Webb, tough angle, can't finish. Rebound control by Smith. It's going to be 3 in the key on the Falcons. Once again, have to highlight Jackson Smith's effort. He's one of those guys that's going to compete hard on defense, rebound on offense. That time, though, the Mustangs get behind the defense. It's an easy layup for Will Davis. 25-28. And miscommunication and a turnover by Staley. And the timeout taken by Coach Neff and the Falcons. We'll go ahead and keep it here on 810 Varsity. I actually kind of just want to relay to you the top 25 as of February 3rd. Our 810 Varsity basketball rankings for the boys. Oak Park is number 1. North Kansas City is 2. Rockhurst 3. Rockhurst featured in this Varsity Showcase. Mill Valley is 4. Shawnee Mission Northwest is 5. Staley at 6, Shawnee Mission South at 7, Blue Valley North at 8, 9, Piper, 10, Blue Springs South. 11 through 15, Raytown, Lee Summit, Olathe South, Olathe North, and Park Hill. 16 through 20, you've got Ottawa, Lee Summit North, Blue Valley Northwest, Baldwin, and Winnetonka. 21 through 25 of our rankings is Liberty, Summit Christian, Blue Valley West, and Harrisonville. Others receiving votes in our latest rankings: Bonner Springs, Olathe West, LeBlond, Lafayette County, and Richmond. Here's a 3 from Dewson. Right out of the timeout. Ties it up at 28 apiece. 2 threes for Dewson in the third quarter. He's got 14 points total. A little bit of momentum for the Mustangs. Falcons looking for a response. Webb, deep 3, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Would have been a nice response from Staley. Dewson, another 3 off the front. It's going to be a loose ball foul called on the Mustangs to go the other way. Dewson testing out the heat check at the top of the key. Still notched at 28. Just 1 foul in the third quarter on the Mustangs. Wilson on the block. Wilson, turn around, can't get it off glass. Avian Webb rebound. Smith rebound. He's blocked again. Smith still inside, can't finish. Multiple efforts from Staley. They still have the basketball. Webb crossover, got it to Wilson, lays it in. High octane effort from the Falcons, puts them back in front. Multiple offensive rebounds by Smith, Wilson, and Webb. Sant out to Dewson, corner 3, count it. DJ Dewson laces the triple. Blue Valley back in front, 31-30. Webb holding, finds Moore, uses the screen. Dewson, good job staying in front. Smith, top of the key, that's good. Jackson Smith left alone for most of the game, makes him pay that time, 33-31. Davis holding, guarded tightly by Wilson. Dewson versus Moore. Jab, poked away by Moore. They'll remain with the Mustangs with 19 on the shot clock. Substitution being made. Here comes Tyven Willard. They're coming in for Xavier Wilson. Dewson to inbound. Locks the door for holding. That's out to Sant. Dewson gets it off the curl. Guarded by Smith. Dewson pops a 3 again. 4 threes in the third quarter. Dewson has blossomed. 34-33. Webb, baseline was available for an easy layup. Viviana Webb, his first points of the second half. It's 35-34. Dewson, pocket pass, looks with Dorfer, pass out Sand, corner 3, too strong. High rebound is controlled by Staley. Webb will calm it down. It's across half court. Screen from Smith. Webb, contact, and a foul is called on the floor. He's actually going to shoot 2. Felt like it was a bit on the bump, but Webb motioned towards the net. He'll shoot 2 free throws. 2:40 to play in the third quarter. Webb's first is good. Wilson short breather, he's back in. Dewson short breather, he's back in. Webb sunk the first. Second is short, rebounded by Davis. Webb's got 17 points in this ball game. And that's going to be a foul called on Staley. And that's Webb's third foul. And he immediately motioned to his side to keep him in the ball game. Webb actually has 14 points, pardon me. The other number 3, C.J. Dewson, with 17. 4 threes in this quarter by Dewson. He gets the basketball. Entry pass, Wexel-Dorfer can't make the layup. Rebounded by Staley. Almost couldn't believe how open he was. Webb's pass finds Smith. Smith patiently can't finish. Rebounded by Davis. Both sides missing bunnies at the bucket. Under 2 to play in the third quarter. Here's Dewson working on Moore. Uses a screen. Dewson, space. Can't knock it down. Smith couldn't get to it, and it's going to be Mustang basketball. Hansen will come in and give Smith a breather. Yount also checks in for Blue Valley. And a steal. Racing ahead is Kennison Smith. Smith, athletic layup, no good. Rebounded by Blue Valley North. Davis thought about popping the 3. Layup no good. Offensive rebound. Blue Valley. Putback no good. Rebounded by Webb. Here comes Staley. Webb getting around Dewson. Webb to the rim. Lefty lays in. Veering through traffic. Webb with a finish. 34-38. Approaching the final minute of the third quarter. Moore extended on Dewson. Holding it is Hauser. Great pass and a finish by Yount. As he just got behind the defense, 36-38. About a 20-second difference, game clock, shot clock. Webb in trouble for a moment. Pass to Kennison Stone. Now to Moore, far side. 15 on the shot. Stone holding. Stone. Hard jump through, leaves the layup short. Blew by his defender. Tried to settle down in front of the rim and left it hanging. Mustangs trying to tie or take a lead into the fourth. Dewson guarded by Webb. Looks like they want it in his hands. 10 seconds. Dewson working on Webb. Spin move. Dewson scoops it. Can't get the layup. Rebounded by Staley. Here's Moore with it. Moore, his layup is in at the horn. Trey Moore, coast to coast with the finish. Great way to take back some of the momentum. 36-40. Staley leads, 1 quarter to play. We'll bring you the final quarter from this 8-10 Varsity Showcase opener after the break.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Final quarter of our first game here, 8-10 Varsity Showcase number 40. Staley has a lead. Moore, high off glass, he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. So immediately into the action, Falcons find themselves at the free throw line to begin the fourth. Moore to shoot two. Knocks down the first free throw. Second free throw by Moore is also good. Make it 42-36. Here's a three in the corner, that's good. Jackson Reese laces the triple. Make it 39-42. Wilson, pass finds Webb. We'll peel it out, give it to Moore near side. Moore starts to dribble. Webb curling. Runs into Deucin, and it's going to be an offensive foul. And that's going to be Webb's fourth.
Offensive foul on Staley, number 3. It'll be on Webb. That's his fourth personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Conversations on the bench. Obviously, you want Webb to be available for the last part of this game. He's been the best offense for the Falcons. Reese just hit a three. He's cut off baseline. Deucin trying to work on Wilson. Maybe thinks it's a matchup advantage. Wilson handsy, and it's going to be a foul. It's a nice job from Deucin, recognizing you have, not necessarily a mismatch. Xavier Wilson probably makes up for being taller with athleticism. When you have a guard going against a big like that, put them to the test individually. See if they can slide their feet, stay disciplined in front of you. Davis, layup is in, got it right by Wilson. It's now a 1-point game. Nice stretch of buckets here from the Mustangs. Here's a three in response. Hanson no good. And a loose ball foul called on Wilson. Will go the other way. Now he quickly has 3 personal fouls. 6.5 to play in this game. Deucin still at 17, 10 points for Davis, 16 points for Webb, 10 points for Wilson. 8 points belong to Moore. That was almost a steal, and it's going to remain with the Mustangs. Staley thought they knocked it off a leg last. It's going to be a far sides inbound. 19 on the shot clock. Someone's going to have to get loose, and it's a steal. Pass ahead to Stone. Stone contact. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Since Blue Valley North closing in on him, nice patience with a pump fake. Make it a little bit easier on yourself and go to the free throw line. It's just the first foul on Cal Hauser. Stone makes the first free throw. Webb back into the ball game with 4 fouls. Really see how that comes into play defensively when you talk about Webb kind of marking Deucin for this game. Stone goes 2 of 2. 41-44. Lead for Staley. Deucin guarded by Webb. Stone almost jumped the passing lane. Tipped into the hands of Deucin, and he's fouled as he went on the inside. It's actually going to be on the floor. And that's on Wilson. Now Wilson has 4 fouls. Nice ovation for the Mustangs bench as they substitute out for the starters. Davis just over the top of Wilson and in. A quick pass at the front of the rim, and Davis, nice job finishing it off for the bucket. Stone, that's a tough angle, and he finishes it. Stone scores. Should be 46-45, I believe, is actually the score. And Blue Valley North will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. We're back in 30 seconds here on A10 Varsity. Back here on 810 Varsity. I believe Blue Valley's down by 1. Because there was a time where it was 43-44, and it looked like it was a recent bucket from Davis. Actually should have been off that lob, I think, that generated the points. I can recount my own tally, but 43-46 is what the scoreboard reads. Mustangs down by 3. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Dewson heaves it, and it's no good. Just a slight lack of awareness on that shot. It's 43-40, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Stone. I think it might have been a little bit of the elbow from Stone. That's his 3rd personal. And Blue Valley, I believe, will be in the bonus from here on out. And disregard what I said. The score is 43-46. Double checked my math on what I was keeping score of. Davis inside, lays it in. Davis has been readily available in the 4th quarter. Now 45-46. Now it's going to be a push. That goes against Sand. It's going to be an inbounds in front of their own bench for Staley. Moore working with Wilson, little 2-man. Moore goes up, and he's fouled on the layup attempt, and he'll shoot free throws.
Mustangs foul number 2, Tyler Sand. That's his 3rd personal foul. Team foul number 4.
Sand now has 3 fouls.
Moore at the line, shooting 2 shots.
Moore will shoot 2. Makes the first. Moore 3 of 3 from the line, trying to go 4 of 4 in this quarter. And he does. And a timeout taken by Staley. 48-45, Falcons lead. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in 60 seconds on 810 Varsity.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Full timeout taken by Coach Chris Neff and the Staley Falcons, as they have a 3-point lead over the Blue Valley North Mustangs. Blue Valley basketball, halfway part of the final quarter. Varsity Showcases always promise exciting contests, great matchups across state lines. There's a great backdoor feed to Pearsall, managed to pass it behind the back, still loose, and it's going to be a jump ball. And possession arrow remains with the Mustangs. Deuce in the inbound. Quickly got it into Wexeldorf. He's in trouble in the corner. He'll spin it out to Sand. 8 seconds. Sand spinning and winning. What a move from Tyler Sand on the individual take, 47-48. Webb out to Moore. Staley trying to get good shots here. Moore, runner's too strong. Rebound cleared by Davis. Passed it ahead to Sand, and he threw it back to Wilson. Wilson to the rim, can't lay it in. Still loose, players on the floor. And it's going to be a timeout given to the Mustangs. So after multiple players hit the deck, Blue Valley does get the timeout. 3:09 to play in this one. We'll take another timeout with them. We're back in 60 seconds.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
48-47. Falcons holding on to a 1-point lead. Quick glance at the scoreboard. 17 points for CJ Dewson. 14 points for Will Davis. 16 points for Avion Webb. 10 points apiece for Trey Moore and Xavier Wilson. After the timeout was taken by Blue Valley North, they have the possession. Looking for options. Sand peels it away. 8 seconds. Out to Davis. Wing three. Count it! Will Davis laces the triple. Mustangs back in front. 50-48. Webb runner no good. Rebound. Last touch by Staley. What a big time shot from Will Davis. He ties his counterpart, Dewson, with 17 points. Accounting for 34 of their 50 points. It's been a two-man clinic. See if they get involved again. Davis with it. Davis trying to find help. Over to Sand, far side. Sand picks his dribble up, finds Dewson. 12 seconds and lost it. Great defense from Moore. Staley on offense. Moore, three. Count it in, one. Trey Moore from the corner. Through contact. Chance to finish off a 4-point play. Clutch shots being exchanged from both teams. Moore's free throw, no good as it rolls off. Remains 50-51, Staley back in front. Minute 50 to play. Deuce put on the brakes. Sand stepped out of bounds. Falcons earn another possession with their defense. Blue Valley North with 1 timeout remaining, 2 for Staley, important to note. Both sides over the limit foul-wise. Stone to the top with Webb. His three, no good. Rebounded by Deucin. Deucin was bumped, but the 2 steps were to regain himself, and it's Mustangs basketball in the hands of C.J. Deucin. Minute 15 to play. Moore is screened. Deucin, stop and go. Runner short. Rebounded by Webb. 3-on-2 action. Webb to Moore. He'll dribble off the 3-point line, and he's fouled. Blue Valley North side wants a travel called on Moore in transition. Once again, as he caught it, wisely runs off the line and gets bumped into. Will shoot free throws. Trey Moore sinks the first free throw. Counted for only 3 points, but the momentum from Moore on that 3 plus the foul. He goes 2 of 2 from the line. It's 53-50. Staley lead. Winning time, under a minute to play in the 4th quarter. See what the Mustangs do. Deucin, guarded tightly by Moore. Out to Pearsall. Wechseldorfer, pass finds Deucin. Picked up by Wilson, one-on-one matchup. Deucin clears it out, pops a 3, count it! C.J. Deucin, cold-blooded from the top of the key. Notched at 53. Falcons electing to go. 2 seconds separating game and shot clock. Webb guarded by Sand. Big moment and a timeout taken by Coach Neff. Full timeout taken. We'll go ahead and take 30 seconds. Let's take 30 seconds here on 810 Varsity. .810 Varsity Showcases. There's just something about them, folks, that brings out the best basketball in the metropolitan area. 53 apiece. Staley ranked 6th in the 810 rankings. Blue Valley North ranked 8th. And if their rankings are any indicator of how close these two sides are, it's being put on display in front of a packed Blue Valley Northwest gymnasium. Huge shots being exchanged back and forth. Trey Moore knocked down the 3, was fouled. Another 3 comes from C.J. Deucin. His night has been electric for Blue Valley. Ties it up at 53. About 2-second difference between game and shot clock still. 10 seconds to go in the hands of Moore. Here's Avian Webb with it. Webb between the legs. Webb 3, no good. Long rebound, Davis. Davis heaves it at the horn. That misses, And we'll go into overtime. A frenetic finish in regulation. We've got extra basketball here from the 40th 810 Varsity Showcase. We'll go ahead and take a break on 810 Varsity. (53-53). 4 minutes of overtime. Both these teams trying to see if that's enough to determine a winner. In our first matchup here of the 810 Varsity Showcase, the 40th installment, last Varsity Showcase of the season, and of course, one of the games is going to go to overtime. That's what you can expect. Wilson, Davis, center circle. Ball in the air, won by Staley. Staley moving right to left. Blue Valley North, left to right. Webb, pull up, pure. Cool, calm, and collected. Webb gets the first points of OT. (53-55), Staley. Mustangs on offense. You can feel kind of an intensity begin to fall over this gym. Davis, couple ball fakes now with Dewson. Under 10 on the shot. Davis to the corner, Pearsall for a three. No good, rebounded by Smith. Webb controlling. Uses Smith's screen. Webb, lefty lay, too strong. Rebounded by Davis. Almost lost his footing, he'll control it. Davis picked up by Stone. Stone all over him. Dewson bumped by Stone. Dewson in trouble. And Blue Valley North gets the timeout. Dewson a little hobbled after that possession. It's a timeout taken by Blue Valley. Keep it here, give you some of the scoring updates. 20 points for CJ Dewson, 17 points for Will Davis. Other scores, 5 points for Brandon Pearsall, 4 points for Trey Wexeldorfer, 18 points for Avian Webb. 15 points for Trey Moore and 10 points for Xavier Wilson. Give 8 points for Kennison Stone. 4 points also for Jackson Smith for the Falcons. Once again, don't change your tab. Don't close out your phone. We've got another game coming up after this one. It'll feature Rockhurst and Blue Valley Northwest to cap off our 810 Varsity Showcase basketball season. 2:45 to play in overtime. 2-point lead for Staley. Sand catches at half court. Pass to Davis. See how Dewson works, as once again, it looked like he was a bit hobbled up. Sand barely got him the ball. Davis, pound dribble, over to Pearsall, in front of the rim and in. Great ball movement. Makes it 55 apiece. This Pearsall got that bucket. Webb, pull up. Play short and rebounded by Blue Valley North. 2 minutes remaining in overtime. Davis just barely corrals it. Davis skying through, lays it in. Counted and one. Basket is good. Wasn't sure how much continuation the referees were going to allow on Davis's drive. And now he'll shoot the and one free throw. Valley North back in front by 2, trying to make it 3. Davis receives the basketball. Shoots it and no good, rebounded by Staley. 57-55 after the missed and one free throw. Now the Falcons have to find a bucket. Stone to the corner with Moore. Here's Webb, weaving in and out, lost it. And it's a steal by the Mustangs. Webb now picks up Sand. Sand gets by him. Looks for options. Wexeldorfer fumbled it for a moment. Trying to find options. Deucin slashing down the rim, and he's fouled. Slashing down the painted area, pardon me, towards the rim. It's one of those late cuts where if you're Staley, you're being stout defensively for about 15 seconds. But then Deucin just makes that pivotal cut. First free throw good from Deucin. I think the Blue Valley Northwest student section trying to play spoiler. Deucin made the first. His second is also good. Doesn't affect CJ Deucin at the line, 2 of 2. 59-55. To the corner, Smith 3. That's good. That's the second time Smith has taken a 3 with no hesitation and sunk it. It's now a 1-point game. Full timeout taken by Staley. We're going to be back after a minute on 810 Varsity.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
After a timeout taken by Staley coming off of a Jackson Smith corner 3. Was a quick trigger that falls 59-58. Falcons will have to defend now. Full 35 for Blue Valley North. A little bit of pressure shown from Staley. Davis finds it over to Sand. Pearsall finds Davis. Davis dumps it down low. Wexeldorfer lays it in. Easy does it. Wexeldorfer with an easy layup. 61-58. Here's Moore with it. Moore, pull-up shot. He's fouled. On the free throw line jumper. Just a second foul on Dewson. Moore at the line with 32 seconds. Moore, first free throw is good. Moore now at 16 points in this game. Foul situations. Tyler Sand has 4. You also have 4 on Xavier Wilson and Avian Webb. Moore goes 2 of 2 from the line. That'll make it 61-60. Lead pass up ahead, Wechseldorfer. He'll go up on a man and misses it. Rebounded by Staley. That was a quick decision. Now the Falcons have a chance. And a timeout taken by Coach Neff. So a quick decision by Wechseldorfer creates a situation to where Staley with 17.2 can play for the final shot. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break here on 810 Varsity. These are the kind of moments that prepares you for a March run. Down by 1. Staley uses a timeout after getting the basketball back. 17.2 seconds. They'll inbound it from the side of their own bench. Already in the front court. And it's going to be Kinnison Stone to inbound. No one guarding the inbound. Moore across half court. Staley getting into their motion. Smith pass to Stone. Stone finds Webb. Webb back to the basket. Gets through, blocked. What a rejection by the Mustangs. And then a foul is called on Staley with 4.8 seconds. That's Wilson's 5th. So Wilson will have to check out of the ball game. Wechseldorfer, the first of 2. Misses the first free throw. I think this is going to create even more bad blood between Blue Valley North and Blue Valley Northwest. Wechseldorfer's second was in and out. And it's a violation on Blue Valley North. Falcons have no timeouts, 4.8 seconds. Inbounds, Avian Webb, 3 seconds. Webb, 2, 1, Webb at the horn, no good. And Blue Valley North secures the victory. Webb raced up the floor. Couldn't get a clean look. And that's ball game. CJ Dewson, 22 points to lead all scorers for the Mustangs. What an effort here in the first game of the 40th 810 Varsity Showcase. Promised you there's going to be some quality basketball from start to finish. And man, what a finish it was. Punch after punch, counter after counter. It's a big-time win for Blue Valley North here at the 810 Varsity Showcase. They'll improve to 12-3 on the season. Staley falls to 14-5. As promised, we're gearing up for another one, folks. Game 2 between Rockhurst and Blue Valley Northwest. will begin after a warm-up, so make sure you stay tuned here on 810 Varsity. Stephen Finley Jr. signing off in the meantime.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Stephen Finley Jr. back on the call for game number 2. Quick turnaround as we get set for the host, Blue Valley Northwest, the site of our 8-10 Varsity Showcase number 40, taking on Rockhurst. Obviously, just coming off of an exciting first game that went into overtime. It was Blue Valley North with a 61-60 win over Staley in the opener. And for the nightcap, once again, 2 prominent teams in the 8-10 varsity rankings. Blue Valley Northwest ranked 18th in the rankings, and Rockhurst ranked number 3. A very strong Hawklets team comes in to essentially a road matchup with a great student section representing Blue Valley Northwest. So sure to be some noise to be made in this gymnasium. As the starting lineups will be announced, we'll get you some more details on these 2 matchups, or on these 2 teams in this matchup. I believe we're going to go ahead and have our pregame festivities, so we'll go ahead and have the anthem and the starting lineups to be announced. We'll go ahead and keep it here for the national anthem and the starting lineups.
First, making their debut with the 8-10 varsity wins, and number 13, 8-10 varsity top 25, and the number 5 ranked team.
Starting lineups being announced here on 8-10 varsity. Let's go ahead and take one pregame break. Let's go ahead and take a minute here on 8-10 varsity.
forward, the 6'4" freshman, number 4, Barry Marshall. Starting at guard, the 6'4" junior, number 10, Max Mosher. And starting at guard, the 6'3" senior, number 13, Ethan Humphrey. The Huskies are coached by Aaron Line.
As the starting lineups were just announced, we are almost set to begin game number 2. Here of the 40th installment of the 8-10 Varsity Showcase. Starters, Blue Valley Northwest, Aiden McGibney, Trevor Garlington, Baron Marshall, Max Moser, and Kenton Humphrey are your 5 on the floor. Keaton Humphrey, pardon me. 5 on the floor for Rockhurst: Cohen Robinson, Maxwell Moylan, Callan Eskew, Kevin Sullivan, Jordan Efforts. Your 5 on the floor for Rockhurst. Once again, Blue Valley Northwest, the home site today, in their home white, school purple, gray purple trim as well on the uniforms. There's an opening pass that's intercepted by the Huskies. Rockhurst in their school blue. Then a turnover the other way. Both sides giving it away early. Chance for Rockhurst to settle into their offense. Robinson. Pass found Moylan. Holding high is Sullivan. Now at the elbow is Eskew. He'll shoot it. Too strong. Rebound cleared by Garlington. Garlington leaves it off. Ends up near side. As that's Humphrey working with it. Humphrey, baseline. McGibney, turnaround, puts it in. Nice awareness from McGibney. First points of the ball game belong to Blue Valley. Pass on the inside. Tough angle and can't finish. It was great straight-up defense on Sullivan. Blue Valley Northwest will reset with 25 on the shot clock. Garlington trying to navigate. This pass with Moser. Moser, tough shot, puts it in. Moser just rose above with a soft touch. It's 4-0. Moylan to the wing. Robinson. Pocket pass and a finish on the other side by Callan Eskew. First points of the ball game for Rockhurst belong to Eskew. Garlington. Quick pass out, that's with Marshall. McGibney, pull up. No good. Long rebound by the Hawklets. This will be Garlington controlling. 2.5 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Good individual defense. As the pass finds Efforts. This is Sullivan, whether he was in trouble. 10 seconds. Ball movement. Rockhurst moving the rock. And Sullivan traveled. Substitution into the ball game early for Rockhurst is Nathan Lamley. Still 4-2, approaching the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Garlington a little out of control. Managed to pass it over. That's short on the shot. Garlington put back no good. Another chance here for Blue Valley Northwest. 3 no good. Long rebound controlled by Rockhurst. Here comes Efforts. Now here's a 3 that's popped and converted by Maxwell Moylan. Moylan laces the triple. It's 4-5 Rockhurst. Rockhurst defending. Here's a deep three, that's no good. Towards the corner. And it's going to be a loose ball foul called on Rockhurst. Efforts tried to track it down, but hooked the Husky. Aiden Weinheimer in for the first time for Rockhurst. Team loaded with juniors and seniors under coach Billy Thomas. That's a tough take and a finish. Counted and one. Humphrey to the rack with aggression. Chance to finish off a three-point play. Eskew picks up the foul. Humphrey free throw is good. A 7-5 lead for Blue Valley Northwest. Halfway in the opening frame. Sullivan, entry pass. That was a pound dribble from Eskew. Now here's a shot, no good, and over the top, rebounded by Blue Valley Northwest. Garlington, push the pace. Slashing through the rim, layup is short by Moser, rebounded by Rockhurst. Rockhurst on offense. Lamley. Sullivan is going to be reached in on, and a foul is called. This will be an inbounds from the far side. Garlington picking up his first. Garlington, the senior leader for this Husky squad. Lamley with it. To the corner. Was it? I was going to say almost a travel, and it is called a travel. As Eskew tried to tightrope on the baseline. Hawklets getting in another substitution here. This is Kemper Roberts. He'll check in. Checking in for Blue Valley is Zach Fritz. Two-point lead for the Huskies. Fritz holding in the corner. Humphrey, right back to Fritz, three. Can't get it to fall, rebounded by Rockhurst. First pass for the Hawklets found Kemper Roberts. He still got the dribble. It's Weinhammer, back to Roberts. Sullivan tried to pass it down low. It's deflected off the top. And that's going to cause a referee discussion. And the referees still making sure things are checked out. I believe it's going to be, still trying to figure out, it's Rockhurst basketball. Roberts to inbound. Robinson, excuse me. Pass at the wing with Moylan. Pump fake. Perimeter ball movement, 2 seconds left. Scoop lay, no good. Offensive board and a foul right at the horn. This might cause another referee discussion because as the shot clock expired, it's an offensive board for Rockhurst and the free throws do stand. As Fritz picks up the foul. Roberts makes the first free throw. He becomes the third different Hawklet on the board and makes the second. Ryan Ross checks into the ball game. Ryan Ross, the senior favorite for this Husky squad. Just a slight amount of pressure from Rockhurst. Huskies in the front court. Approaching 2 to play in the opening quarter. Here's a three, that's good. Baron Marshall knocks it down. It's now 10-7. And met at the rim, counted and one. Kalinescu with authority. Has a chance to tie this game up. Free throw's no good, rebounded by the Huskies. So stays 10-9 lead for Blue Valley Northwest. McGibney started and stopped. Garlington, that passes out to Ross, right back to Garlington. 15 on the shot. A little stagnant on the perimeter. Here's Fritz, he looks, and there's 8 seconds on the shot clock. Huskies gonna have to go. McGibney falls for a screen. McGibney, pull up, no good. Rebound controlled by Rockhurst. It's into the hands of Robinson. In the corner now, quick trigger, Pure. Moylan, second three of this contest. Makes it a 12-10 lead for Rockhurst. Second lead for Rockhurst in this one. About half of the game clock remaining, shot clock. 3 though is no good. High arcer and last touch by Rockhurst. Ross will come out of the ball game. 22.4 seconds. Got Garlington inbound. Spinning out to the top. Fritz back to Garlington. Corner three. Pure. Trevor Garlington laces the triple. 13-12, lead goes back to Blue Valley. Pass down low, foul, and layup. Attempt is no good. Free throws, though, coming up for Kemper Roberts. Roberts already had a visit to the line in this quarter. 5.3 seconds. And he'll shoot the first of 2. Roberts misses the first free throw. Elliott checks in for the Huskies here at the end of the first. Second free throw is good from Kemper Roberts. 1 of 2, tied at 13. 2 seconds. Garlington, 1 second. Garlington can't get it to go at the horn. Notched at 13 apiece after 1 quarter of play. We'll go ahead and take a break, then bring in the second quarter here on 810 Varsity.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority. so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious triple inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the points. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Back here from Blue Valley Northwest High School inside of the Pound. Alma mater to NBA player Christian Brown. Also a KU Jayhawk, so kept it all the way Sunflower State did Sir Brown. Got himself a ring with the Jayhawks as well in his collegiate career, so obviously in his own right's a legend inside of the Pound. 13-13, second quarter is underway. Huskies, first possession on offense. Garlington thought about it, used a screen. That's being held in the corner. That's with Moser. Moser still has it. Here's McGibney. Spins it down low, turnaround shot, no good. Rebound control by Rockhurst. Behind the back goes Robinson. He'll settle it with Sullivan. Sullivan down low. And it's an easy bucket for Kemper Roberts. Roberts liked what he had on the inside. It's now 15-13 Rockhurst. And right at the rim for a layup is Keaton Humphrey. Almost didn't realize he had that much space, did Humphrey, but decides to take full advantage. Student section begins to make noise for the Huskies. Roberts, down low Sullivan. Pass to the top. Spin around, jump shot, no good. As that was attempted by Efforts. Humphrey was out of control for a moment, settles it with Garlington. The senior finds McGibney. Back to the basket. McGibney, couple bumps. Pass out, three, count it. Chapman laces the triple. Simple inside, outside for the Huskies, converts. 18-15. To the top with Sullivan, out to Robinson. It's in the corner with Efforts. Robinson still dribbling, behind the back on Humphrey. Great individual defense from the Huskies. Roberts is cut off, 2 seconds. Here's a shot at the horn. Too strong and over the back, called on Rockhurst. As McGibney will take a breather. Marshall comes in, starter for starter substitution there. Garlington, Humphrey, Marshall, Chapman on the floor for Blue Valley Northwest. And Humphrey on cue with a bucket. Great patience on the inside with a ball fake, 20-15. Moylan, pass to Sullivan. Sullivan wants the three, can't bank it in. Rebounded by the Huskies. Lead pass to Humphrey. Humphrey blocked from behind. What an effort from Sullivan. Numbers for Rockhurst. Counted and one for Robinson. Decides to do it himself. Chance to finish off a three-point play. Maybe a bit of defensive indecisiveness As Robinson came down the floor, he kind of created a 2-on-1 situation. Hedged a little harder on the man on the right side of the rim, so Robinson skies to the basket, try to finish off the three-point play. Robinson, free throw is in and out. Tap multiple times, and it'll be Husky basketball. Robinson checks out. Got Lamely, Sullivan, Moylan out there with efforts. And SQ for the Hawklets. Nice pocket pass, left it short. Rebounded by Rockhurst. Little helter-skelter here as the Hawklets do get to the basketball. And a timeout taken by Rockhurst. We'll go ahead and keep it here. 4:16 to play in the first half. Once again, if you didn't get to catch it, it was a 61-60 overtime win for Blue Valley North over Staley here in game number 1 of the Varsity Showcase. Scoring updates. We got 7 points belonging to Keaton Humphrey. Multiple other players chipping in 3 points here, 2 points there for the Huskies. Leading the way for Rockhurst, you have 6 points for Maxwell Moylan, as both of those were from beyond the arc. Just a 3-point contest. Neither side really creating much separation. Largest lead of this game has been 5 points. Blue Valley Northwest held that advantage for a moment. Rockhurst trailing by 3. Sullivan catch at the free throw line. He'll face the basket. Pick his dribble back up to the wing. That's SQ curling around. SQ lost it. Numbers for the Huskies. There's a pass that was deflected. And it's going to be a push on Rockhurst. All things considered, if you're the Hawklets, with SQ being slow to come back down the floor, to force an inbounds where you can set up your defense might be the best result. Pass to the corner. Got a man in the air. Humphrey, 3. In and out. Rebound ripped down by Moylan. Rockhurst trying to push it. As Lamely ran out of room. Sullivan, 3 is pure though. He's had a couple of those looks and he converts it for a tie game, 20 apiece. There's a shot that's no good by Marshall. 4th tie of this ball game. Comes from a Sullivan 3. He'll dump it down low to SQ. Back out Sullivan. His 3, no good. Maybe rushed it. The rebound ripped down by SQ. Then he just goes to the rim. Lead back for Rockhurst. 3, Blue Valley. Give it back to him. As Tommy Chapman laces the triple. Full timeout. We'll take a 60-second break here on 810 Varsity. 1-point lead for the Blue Valley Northwest Huskies over the Rockhurst Hawklets. 2:38 to play in the first half. Scoring updates, you can give 7 points for Keaton Humphrey to lead the Huskies. 6 points scored by Maxwell Moylan, also scored by Callan Eskew. Those are the leading scorers for Rockhurst. As Tech 9's Red Kingdom rings throughout the gymnasium. Once again, Super Bowl Sunday, can't believe it. Less than 24 hours away. Our attention, though, right here in Overland Park. Entry pass, Eskew is doubled. Here's the three, Moylan, no good, and rebounded by the Huskies. Humphrey, Garlington at the left wing, ripped through, guarded by Moylan. One hand reception there from Chapman. Ball movement, good recovery from Rockhurst on the perimeter. There's almost a little bit of a bump there from Weinheimer. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Garlington trying to set up. Gives it to Humphrey. Humphrey. Tough angle, can't get the runner. And he hits the deck. Rebounded by Rockhurst. Hawkless, a little bit of numbers. And that's going to be a foul on the floor. As you had Kemper Roberts trying to navigate in transition. Both teams just 2 fouls. Been pretty crisp on defense. In terms of not being too handsy. Do have players with 2 fouls on either side. That was almost stolen by the Huskies. Then Eskew just comes around and reverse lays it in. 23-24, Rockhurst lead. Garlington, pass finds Fritz. This is Chapman with it. Chapman picks his dribble up. Chapman does find Fritz. Pass somehow gets to Garlington, or actually, excuse me, that was on the layup attempt, Marshall. Nonetheless, no good, rebounded by Rockhurst. Down low. Hawkless really trying to work inside out. 3, no good. Rebound ripped away by Fritz. Fritz controls in the front court. 11 seconds between game clock and shot clock. Humphrey will hold. Huskies might try to use up a lot of this clock to get a good look. Humphrey was almost trapped, finds his man. Jumper rolls off, rebounded Rockhurst. 1 point lead for the Hawklets. Fritz hits the deck on Robinson. 10 seconds. Robinson wanted it back, and Fritz, good recovery as he knocked it out of bounds. Here comes McGibney and Mosier back into the ball game. 7.9 seconds. Robinson guarded by McGibney. Gets a couple of screens. Robinson finds it to Roberts. Left short on the layup. No shot, and that'll do it for the first half. It's a 24-23 lead for Rockhurst at the end of 1 before we take our halftime break. Let's give you the scoring updates here. We'll start with the team in front. Rockhurst up 24-23. So you've got 5 points belonging to Kemper Roberts. Maxwell Moylan has 6 points. He has 2 threes in this game. You can give 2 points for Cohen Robinson. Give 8 points for Callan Eskew. And also give 3 points to Kevin Sullivan to give you 24 for Rockhurst at the half. Blue Valley Northwest scoring. Keaton Humphrey has 7 points. You can give 6 points on 2 threes for Tommy Chapman. You've also got 2 points belonging to Max Mosier, 3 points for Barron Marshall. And you also have 3 points belonging to Trevor Garlington. So I think that should be the scoring. 23, 10. Missing somebody's numbers on Blue Valley, but nonetheless, have our score update, and I see my number that I missed. It's Aiden McGivney with 2 points at the half. 24-23 Rockhurst. We'll go ahead and take a halftime intermission. Be back with the second half on 810 Varsity.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
back here from Blue Valley Northwest High School. Second half action is just around the corner. 24-23 lead for Rockhurst over Blue Valley Northwest. Go ahead and once again give you some of the scoring updates from this one. It's been kind of a balanced effort from both teams. Not one player really getting too loose from either side. You've got 7 points for Keaton Humphrey to lead the way for the Huskies. You've got 8 points by way of Callan Eskew to lead Rockhurst. Once again, other guys, 3 points here, 5 points there. Up and down the scoreboard for Rockhurst and Blue Valley Northwest. As the second half is almost ready to begin. Rockhurst pops a 3 in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Blue Valley. The gymnasium begins to refine its energy here after the halftime intermission. Ball is almost taken away, twice actually, but still with Blue Valley. McGibney, tough shot, can't finish, rebounded by Rockhurst. McGibney hasn't gotten the best looks in this one. One of those players that when he gets going, really gets his whole team going. So there's going to be a foul in the corner. As that foul comes on McGibney. Quick early foul here in the third quarter. Both sides in the first half doing a good job staying out of foul trouble. Blue Valley Northwest, you've got 2 fouls for Fritz, 2 fouls for Garlington. Rockhurst on offense, 25, stop and go. Robinson has to peel it back out. You've got Efforts working with him. SQ with 10 seconds. Efforts in the painted area, tough shot off front, no good. Long tap out, controlled by Garlington. Come the Huskies, Garlington, a little bit of momentum. As that pass was spun out to Mosier, here's McGibney with it. What a bounce pass down low, extra pass Humphrey. Humphrey keeps faking on the inside, spinning and in. How does Keaton Humphrey not get dizzy? As he made multiple revolutions around the pivot. Gets a bucket. There's a jam from Rockhurst. Eskew skies to the rim in response. 26-25. Here's a 3, Garlington, no good. Rebound controlled by Rockhurst. Here's a lob and a jam again. Callan Eskew rips down the rim. 28-25. Then there's going to be a push on the body on the inside as McGibney was near the rim. Eskew went up strong on the baseline with 2, then gets rewarded in transition off of the lob. As you've got Lamley coming into the ball game for the Hawklets. Long pass is brought in by Marshall. Here's a jab from Garlington, and he's going to be fouled, and 2 shots. Garlington at the line. A little bit more information about this Rockhurst program. Most recent to note, they were Class 5 champions in 2013, making their first appearance on 810 varsity. The basketball side of things, as Garlington missed the free throw. Mark Newsbaum was the coach of that championship team in 2013. It was a good stretch for this Rockhurst program, 2005 to 2007, as they had state appearances over the course of those 3 years. In total, the Rockhurst boys basketball program has won state 4 times. Once again, been a bit of a drought, but has been one of the better Rockhurst seasons for the Hawklets. Eskew, that's too easy. Making his impact known on the game, it's 30-26. There's a tough runner that falls for Mosier. That's a tough bucket in response. It's 28-30. The trap does work. Was waiting to see if someone had tipped that from the Huskies, but it was deflected by a Hawklet. Blue Valley Northwest basketball trailing by 2. Nice job weathering a storm of momentum with the SQ dunks. Mosier decided to go with it, and he's fouled. Starting to maybe see a bit of an advantage for Blue Valley Northwest when it comes to getting that first step, getting by that initial defender, then creating some problems. McGibney collects and puts it in. Wasn't a clean catch by any means, ties it up at 30. Here's that pressure from Blue Valley. McGibney working on Lamley. And then McGibney just runs right into Lamley. Nothing extracurricular. 4:26 to play in the third quarter. Into the ball game for Rockhurst is Weinheimer. Gibney still defending tightly on Robinson. Obviously, want to defend aggressively and cleanly. Gibney's got 2 fouls. SQ at the wing, got it out to Robinson. To the corner, here's a quick catch and shoot, that's short. Rebounded by Humphrey. Gives it ahead to McGibney. McGibney wants to go to the rim, actually passes it out. Garlington tried to get it over to McGibney, and he's bumped from behind. A little 2-man game between Garlington and McGibney. It's going to be foul number 4 on Rockhurst in the quarter. Contrary to the first half, a little bit of foul issues for the Hawklets. Bounce pass Humphrey below the free throw line. Ends up with McGibney far side. Top with Humphrey. He's picked up by SQ. Humphrey gives it to Garlington. He'll drive baseline. Garlington can't get it to fall. Rebound though by the Huskies. Mosier, a little bit out of control, and he got it blocked. Not sure if Mosier's adjustment was because of contact. Went up just a bit out of control, really. Still remains with the Huskies in a steal. Robinson in transition. Euro to the rim. He's fouled, and he'll shoot 2. Third foul on the Huskies. Robinson trying to become just the second Rockhurst player to score in the third quarter. Rainbow free throw falls on the first. McGivney comes out with 3 fouls. It's actually very important to note after that exchange. So we'll have to sit with 3. Robinson goes 2 for 2, and it's now 32-30. Rockhurst showing some grit and a neutral site matchup, you could call it, but obviously the host currently in action. Humphrey on that block, through contact, no good, and then on an offensive rebound, it's going to be fouls on Rockhurst. Not necessarily chippy, but definitely seeing more physicality and effort from either side. As Mosier strong on the first free throw. SQ comes out. Big minutes from him in the third quarter. 3:05 to play in the frame. Mosier, second free throw is good. Pressure shown by Blue Valley Northwest. Robinson skips it across. Rockhurst handles, corner, Sullivan, count it. Looked like a shoot around for Kevin Sullivan. He knocks down the 3. Bounce pass is stolen. 3 one way, a steal the other. Sullivan decide to peel it out. Pass it over to Roberts at the top of the Robinson. Roberts, Sullivan on that block. Pass out. Here's a 3. No good off back. Loose and controlled by Rockhurst. Sullivan wants a 3. Can't get the double bounce. Rebounded by Humphrey of the Huskies. Mosier into the front court. 2 minutes to play in the third. In the corner with Garlington. Pardon me, that's Marshall once again. Very similar 2 and 4, Marshall and Garlington. Free throws now for Marshall. First one is good. Substitutes coming into the ball game to provide some good closing minutes to this third quarter. Next free throw, Marshall is no good, rebounded by Rockhurst. That's going to be a reach and foul called on Marshall as he was guarding Sullivan. 4th foul on Blue Valley Northwest. Obviously looking for that reset at the end of the quarter. The minute 43. Lamley, Sullivan brings it down like a wideout. Lamley gets loose. Pass to the elbow out to Sullivan in the corner. Darren Marshall finds Roberts curling in, and that's going to be a foul called. Just good positioning from Rockhurst, finding a soft spot in the defense, and free throws. That free throw is converted by Roberts. As he went 1 for 2 from the line there. And as that was Aiden Weinheimer trying to come in for the steal, he's called for the foul. Free throws for Zach Fritz. Fritz converts on the first free throw. Huskies moving forward will face Bishop Miege on the 11th. 2 of 2 from the line for Fritz. It's now 36-34, and Rockhurst quickly the other way. Elijah Curtis, the Frosh, getting on the board. Has to be a nice moment for him in a varsity game. Backwards pass, Humphrey, 3 is good. That was a big-time dime. So I think that was a hard drive-in by Barron Marshall, who then just tossed it over the shoulder, and Humphrey was available for 3. 1-point game, 38-37. Humphrey now up to 12 points to lead Blue Valley Northwest scorers, give 14 points for number 11, Kalinescu of Rockhurst. Just about a 9.5 second difference, game clock, shot clock. Possession arrow favors the Huskies, both teams in the double bonus, AKA just free throws. Once again, starters from both sides, kind of earning a bit of a rest here to close out the third. And the pressure is pulled back by the Huskies. As you've got it with Moylan. He's been quiet in the third quarter. Curtis, tough angle. He's fouled on the floor, but that means free throws nonetheless. First free throw from Curtis is no good. Mosier checks in. Still just a 1-point lead for Rockhurst. Curtis' second free throw no good. One-hand offensive rebound from Kemper Roberts. Now Moylan to the corner. Sullivan short. Rebounded again by Roberts. Now the Hawklets will go for the final shot. Eight seconds. Lamley driving. Sullivan open. 3. No good. Rebound Huskies. Garlington. Not sure it would have counted. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Another tightly contested one here from the 8-10 Varsity Showcase. We'll go ahead and take a break. Bring you the fourth quarter on 8-10 Varsity.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious triple inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Final quarter to play. At the last Varsity Showcase of the season. Game 1 went into overtime. Game 2 enters the fourth quarter in a 1-point game. It's always promising to deliver you high-quality competition on 8-10 Varsity. Here's a pull of midi, pure. Tommy Chapman. It was a confident shot, a little bit of contact. It's now 39-38. The hosts have come back in front. Gotten their student section back into the action. Robinson working. Sullivan, handoff to Moylan. Got Garlington in the air. Somehow finds the rim. That's a tough finish from Moylan on the inside, a little bit out of control. 40-39, Rockhurst lead. Marshall almost ran into Kemper. Excuse me, almost ran into Keaton Humphrey. McGivney, a lot of back to the basket. Fader is no good. Offensive rebound, Garlington. Garlington has it. To the corner, Humphrey three. Off back iron, rebounded by Robinson. Up ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan finds a trailer. And it's going to be a push. Called on Kemper as the foul was applied to Kemper Roberts. Robinson to inbounds. Sullivan gets it out to SQ. SQ at the elbow. Passes it out. To Robinson. Right by McGivney. SQ. Thought about giving it to Sullivan, doesn't. Rockhurst hanging around the perimeter. Now gets it to Sullivan inside. Back to the basket. Pocket pass. Roberts, three. Count it. That's just patient offense from Rockhurst. 43-39, Hawklets in front. McGivney cut off baseline. Couple dribble moves. Tries to go the other way. McGivney. It's a jump ball. And Rockhurst basketball. That's actually a really nice defensive play there, and it should be. Oh, I thought the referee indicated a jump ball and changes the call to a foul. Huskies possession. Down low, McGivney. Power dribble, muscles it in. That's a grown man move from the junior. It's 43-41 Rockhurst. Robinson is fouled on his layup attempt. So free throws for the Hawklets. Fouls and free throws playing a much larger role in the second half. Robinson, first free throw, no good. He's got 4 points in this game so far as he misses the first. Baron Marshall has to come out with 4 fouls. Obviously, he might be expecting We'll be expecting a late return to the floor. 1 of 2 for Robinson, 44-41. Maybe see if it's time for Garlington to get active. Humphrey almost slipped on the drive, and the foul is called on the body. Looked clean at the top, but referee indicates the body is where the contact comes. It's going to be the 3rd foul on Sullivan. Humphreys first. Good. Second falls home for Keaton Humphrey. His total expands to 14 points in this game. Down low, and Eskew was left wide open. Just a lapse on defense. Eskew converts the layup. 3-point lead for Rockhurst. McGivney dribbling, guarded by Sullivan. McGivney picks his dribble up, just gets it over to Garlington, gets it back. Humphrey, catch, shoot. No good. Robinson clears a rebound. Robinson trying to push the pace, stops on a dime and lost it. And then it's going to be a foul called on Rockhurst, and it'll go the other way. Robinson points to himself, saying, "My bad." Just in front of half court is Garlington. Mosier. See-through pass. Garlington had a little bit of a look from the 3, didn't take it. It's almost a reach-in. Here's a corner pull from the Huskies. Strong, rebounded by Robinson. Up ahead to Sullivan. Sullivan starts his dribble into the body, and he'll go to shoot free throws. There's been a lot more stop and go in the second half. Rockhurst almost using the free throw line as a way to dictate pace here. Probably argue that the Huskies like to get up and down more than the Hawklets. So you get to the free throw line, things essentially come to a stop. Kind of give yourself that shift in the course of the game. 48-43, Rockhurst on top. Ranked 3rd in our 8-10 varsity rankings, taking on the 18th ranked Blue Valley Northwest squad. All 4 teams in the showcase tonight, a part of their respective top 10s for their states and classes. Lamley called for the foul. Just his second. Pass zipped into the corner with Mosier. They leave it off with Chapman. Chapman and Garlington in the same area. Here's Chapman open for 3. Off front. Rebound chased down by Rockhurst. Moylan handling. That pass is stolen. As Mosier comes up the floor, 3 guys around him, actually finds it in McGivney. Now Garlington, his 3, pure. Nice transition execution, timeout taken by the Huskies off the main three. 2:32 to play in this game. We'll take a timeout. We're back in 60 seconds. .232 remaining in the nightcap. .48-43. After that three, and timeout was taken by the Huskies. Rockhurst possession. The 2-point advantage. See Marshall back out there, have to watch it with the foul trouble. I think maybe for one of the first times in this game, we're seeing Lincoln Elliott. First or second time. Eskew being strong on the inside as he had to get the entry pass with one arm. And he's going to be fouled on a wraparound. That's going to be a foul call on a layup attempt and free throws for Eskew. First free throw is good. Eskew knocked down both, and a timeout taken by Rockhurst. Full timeout taken. 2 minutes remaining in this game. We'll go ahead and take a full timeout here on 810 Varsity.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious, triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Crunch time, 2 minutes to play. 4-point lead for Rockhurst after Eskew just sunk a pair. It's now Blue Valley Northwest's turn to respond. McGibney being patient. Pass over to Elliott. Garlington with it. Back to McGibney. There's a deep three from Elliott. That's strong, but offensive rebound falls to the Huskies. McGivney dribbling. Still has a dribble. McGivney can't get the finish. Offensive rebound is in the hands of McGivney, and he's fouled.
Rockhurst fouled by 25 short efforts. This is fourth personal foul. Aiden McGivney shooting 2 shots.
So Roberts set the check back in. Here's McGivney shooting 2. Knocks down the first. Efforts comes out with 4 fouls. So he's got 4. And Barron Marshall has 4 fouls. 3 fouls for McGivney and Fritz. McGivney, smooth 2 for 2 from the line. 50-48. Up ahead to Moylan. Rockhurst handles the pressure. Moylan still dribbling, now gives it to Robinson. Robinson being strong and bold with the basketball, taking the responsibilities of ball handling, and looked like Robinson slipped. Now the crowd is not happy with the call. I mean, Robinson's dribble into his defender was kind of a equal result of the impact. Without saying too much, was a bang-bang call, and it's a miss on the first free throw. Sometimes less is more. That applies to commentating also. Robinson goes 1 of 2. 51-48 Rockhurst. McGivney is going to be fouled, and they'll shoot free throws. That's a really nice job of almost forcing the action in terms of forcing Rockhurst to defend you with the way McGivney was moving through the painted area. Rockhurst has 2 timeouts remaining. Blue Valley Northwest has 3. Both teams are shooting free throws. Rockhurst has the possession arrow. McGivney knocked down the first. McGivney on the second. Pure. It's 51-50. Seeing that full court pressure here from Blue Valley Northwest. Sullivan, dangerous pass, is barely handled by Roberts. Down low, Eskew. Eskew at the rim, short, and he's fouled. Garlington called for his 4th. Eskew almost making the best out of a bad situation. As he kind of caught it, was a bit rushed, but good awareness, knowing he was on the block. Turned and faced and took the contacts. Made the first free throw. Second free throw is good. Big 2-piece from Eskew. Down by 3 are the Huskies. Marshall out to Garlington. To the corner. Humphrey got him in the air. Elliott fading 3. Count it! Lincoln Elliott off balance. His first bucket of the game ties it at 53. 30-second timeout taken. We'll keep it here. What a shot from Lincoln Elliott, the sophomore. Had his number called, and the 3 is good. Just under 25 seconds remaining in this game. Both teams now with 2 timeouts apiece. It was the Huskies taking the timeout. Once again, the situation, you've got free throws either way. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Possession arrow is Rockhurst if it comes to it. And it is Rockhurst basketball with 24.8 seconds. This has been a dandy of a doubleheader here on 810 Varsity. That's why you turn to us, tune in to us to bring you games like this. Pressure in the backcourt ends up with Robinson. Starting to be deafening here in the pound. Sullivan thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Maybe wisely tries to get a better look. 10 seconds in the hands of Robinson. Screen from SQ. Robinson, stop and go. Robinson can't finish. SQ lost the ball out of bounds with 4.2 seconds. Great defense from Blue Valley Northwest. And the Huskies will take a timeout. Try to set up something with 4.2 seconds. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Not sure how much more excitement I can take with the Chiefs going for a three-peat tomorrow, too. These 8-10 varsity games have been electric. 61-60 overtime win in Game 1 by Blue Valley North over Staley. 53-53 between Blue Valley Northwest and Rockhurst with 4.2 seconds remaining in this game. The Huskies have the basketball. They've got speedsters that can get to the rim, that can create contact. They've got shooters. They're going to have to go the length of the floor here. 4.2 seconds. Rockhurst is going to show some pressure, make it as difficult as possible. If you're Rockhurst, you do not want to foul. You'd almost rather just let them shoot it. 2 seconds. Garlington at the horn. Can't get it to fall. And we're going to overtime. So close for the senior, but can't get it to fall. And we're going to overtime. Let's go ahead and take our end of fourth break here on 810 Varsity.
At Price Chopper, we're always chopping prices. Just like we're always making it easier to grab already prepped fruits and veggies so you can have more time for the important things. For us, making sure we provide you with fresh produce at low prices is our priority, so you can rest easy knowing you're getting delicious triple-inspected produce that's fresh and affordable, no matter the season. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows. Price Chopper.
More basketball. It's been a great day to tune in to 810 Varsity. You get, 10 quarters of basketball today? I mean, you don't get that too often in a doubleheader. 4 wasn't enough to decide game 1. 4 isn't enough to decide game 2. And our game 2 right here is about to tip off at the center circle. 4 minutes of game clock. Shot clock is normal, 53-53. Inside tap controlled by Rockhurst. Overtime has begun. Pass finds Robinson. Robinson to the top with Moylan. Moylan guarded by Garlington. 15 on the shot. Robinson getting set to go. Uses a screen. Robinson at the elbow. Pocket pass. Foul called on the entry. It's going to be free throws. Humphrey has 3. 2 players with 4 fouls in Garlington and Marshall for the Huskies. First free throw is good. Roberts' second is no good. Absolutely ripped down by Sullivan. Missed the rebound. Put back though. And then there's a foul called on Rockhurst. Free throws now for Humphrey. So 1 point in overtime belonging to Kemper Roberts. First free throw is good. Humphrey tees up the second for the lead. Pure. Humphreys 2 for 2, makes it 55-54. Sullivan dribbling with it. Stops on the dime, now gives it to Robinson. He'll reset. Moylan to the top with SQ. Marshall on Robinson. Pass out, Roberts, 3, count it. Kemper Roberts laces the triple. 57-55 Hawklets. Marshall tracks down the pass in the corner. Goes right back to Garlington. Here's Humphrey on the catch. Picked up by SQ. Humphrey, couple of moves, but can't get by SQ. Now 10 seconds, he'll reset. Crossover. Humphrey still trying to make something happen. Gives it to McGibney. 5 seconds. McGibney, tough adjustment. Can't finish. Rebounded by Sullivan. Strong defense from Rockhurst here in overtime. Feel like the Hawklets are going to be fairly patient with a lead here in OT and an errant pass. Humphrey the other way. Humphrey lays it in. Offense to defense. Keaton Humphrey with a finish. Tied at 57. Moylan almost traveled. Loose ball, and the Huskies get to it. Here's Mosier. Mosier in transition. Mosier lays it in. Count it in, 1. Max Mosier. Freight train. Gives his team the lead and a chance to finish off the 3-point play. And that's going to be 5 fouls on Kevin Sullivan. Sullivan checks out with 5. Rockhurst side not happy with the call. Mosier, what a confident take in transition. And that's good. You got to have confidence to essentially do a turnaround layup. I don't even know how to describe it. Just the finish was immaculate. 3-point lead suddenly for the Huskies. Big turn of events. Robinson on McGibney. Lefty lay is in. That's a tough bucket. Both sides exchanging big plays. And then a steal. Just took it away from McGibney. Pass up ahead. Finds Moylan on the trail for three. In and out. Rebound is a jump ball. And it's going to be Blue Valley basketball. Lincoln Elliott, the hero in regulation, returns to the floor in OT. Robinson comes out of the game for a moment. Maybe just to give him some sort of breather here. Tough defense on the inbounds. Mosier brings it down like a wideout. Doing his best Super Bowl impression. Elliott to Mosier. 1 minute remaining. Far side, this is Humphrey. Guarded by SQ. Gives it to Elliott. Elliott. Bounce pass, and actually the Huskies get a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. Let's go ahead and take a minute break here on 810 Varsity.
Get a shake with your points and some fries on the side with your points. You get more with every order. Woo! Get a Whataburger or a patty melt or some breakfast with the point. You get more with every order. Get a biscuit or a brownie, but no matter what you pick, you get more. Like your favorite Whataburger or whatever, 'cause it all gives you more with Whataburger Rewards.
Just under 43 seconds remaining. 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Huskies. They have to inbound. Far side, gets right into Garlington. 6 seconds. Pass finds Mosier to the top with Humphrey. 1 second. Elliott at the horn. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Rockhurst. Now the Hawklets in a favorable position, trailing by 1. Shot clock is off. Rockhurst might go for the winner. Robinson was open for a second. Now he'll pop it. No good. Rebounded by the Huskies. Humphrey in trouble. Humphrey still in trouble. And now a foul called. .6 seconds. It was a solid look for Cohen Robinson, but can't get it to fall. Keaton Humphrey can force the Hawklets to have to take a 3. He's got to make 2. Misses the first. McGibney checks back in. Humphrey versus himself. Second free throw. Short. Rebounded by SQ. Robinson into the front court. To the corner. Here's a 3. No good. Rebounded by the Huskies. And with .6 seconds remaining, the Blue Valley Northwest faithful can sense it. A huge win here over Rockhurst. One of the best teams in the state of Missouri. Marshall sinks the first. Been in foul trouble in this game, but Barron Marshall has come up big towards the end of this game. Misses the second, and that'll do it. Blue Valley Northwest survives in overtime. Final score, 61-59. 2 overtime games from 810 Varsity today. 61-60 in game 1, 61-59 in game 2. Talk about being pretty evenly matched between these 4 sides, delivering another barn burner between the Sunshine and Show Me States. And a great way to send off our 810 Varsity Showcase season in terms of having our 810 Varsity Showcases. Number 40, it was the final one of the year, and it's been a pleasure to be a part of a couple of them. Actually, also alongside Jonathan as well, being alongside him, along for the ride. Shout out to Chad, operations leader, organizing everything, putting us in the right position to bring you some high school hoops. Final leading scorers, just real quick, for Blue Valley Northwest, 18 points belonging to Keaton Humphrey. You can give 20 points belonging to Kylan Eskew. Those are the leading scorers in the finale. 61-60, Blue Valley North over Staley. 61-59, Blue Valley Northwest over Rockhurst. Stephen Finley Jr. signing off from the Pound. Have a great night. Go Chiefs.